Hello everyone, and welcome to Bridge is for Everyone. My name's Jad. This is episode 52 of the Learn to Play series. This episode looks at how to play defence as the second player to a trick. If you are the second player to a trick, there are two immediately obvious but essential points to consider. First, your opponent led to the trick. And second, your partner will play last to the trick. These will both play a part in determining which card you should play to the trick. There is a general rule for playing second to a trick. It's part of a well-known saying in bridge: second player plays low. This means that unless you have a good reason to do otherwise, you should play a low card. Let's look at some examples so you can see why this rule is generally beneficial. In all the examples in this episode, the contract is 4 spades by West. The examples only use the heart suit, so only that suit will be shown. We will join the play with dummy's hand on the table. No hearts have been played by any player, and declarer is about to lead a heart from dummy. This is example 1. Declarer leads the 4 of hearts from dummy. You are the second player to play a card to this trick, so you apply the second player rule. You play low with the 3 of hearts. Declarer plays the ace of hearts, and partner plays the 2 of hearts. Declarer has won the trick, but your king is now the best heart. If you had played the king, it would have lost to declarer's ace. This is the first reason for playing low: to preserve your high card to win a trick in the future. Now let's change the example slightly. This is example 2. Once again, declarer leads the 4 of hearts from dummy. You follow the second player rule and play the 3 of hearts. This time, declarer plays the queen of hearts, and partner plays the ace. Partner has won the trick and eliminated declarer's queen. If you had played the king, declarer would not have played the queen. So the second reason for playing low is to force declarer to play high and give partner an opportunity to beat declarer's high card. This example also illustrates the third reason for playing low. If you had played the king, declarer would have played low. And if partner had a singleton ace, then 2 winners would have been wasted on the same trick. Playing low eliminates this possibility. So the third reason for playing low is to prevent wasting a winner when partner holds a winning singleton. These examples also illustrate the final reason for playing low. It forces declarer to guess, and at least some of the time, this guess will be wrong. But there are times when you should not follow the second player rule. Let's look at when to ignore it. This is example 3. Once again, declarer leads the 4 of hearts from dummy. This time, you have a strong heart suit headed by a sequence. Because of this, none of the reasons for playing low apply. You should play one of your top cards. It makes very little difference which of these cards you play. So the first situation in which you ignore the second player low rule is if you have a strong sequence in the suit. Now let's look at another reason to ignore the second player rule. This is example 4. This time, dummy has a singleton heart. Once again, declarer leads the 4 of hearts. Because dummy now has a void in hearts, any more heart tricks can be won by dummy's trumps. You could almost certainly win this trick with the ace of hearts. If you play low, you may never win a heart trick. You play the ace of hearts. There is rarely a reason to delay winning with a high card in a suit contract where declarer has a void in one hand. So the second situation in which you ignore the second player low rule is if it is likely to be your only opportunity to win with your high card. Now, let's look at the final reason for not using the second player rule. This is example 5. This time, declarer leads the Jack of Hearts from dummy. It is highly likely that declarer is trying to win this trick with a finesse. Declarer has led an honor card, which is defined as a 10 or higher. Whenever declarer does this, you should cover it with the next highest card if you can. You play the Queen of Hearts. This now forces declarer to play another high card to win the trick. Let's see what happens if declarer plays the King. At the very least, it has cost declarer 2 high cards to beat your Queen. But sometimes partner can do even better and play the ace. This has suddenly raised the 10 of hearts to a potential winner of the next heart trick. While this may seem a strange trick, it is relatively common in bridge. So the final situation in which you should ignore the second player low rule is to cover an honor. This episode covered more of the basics of bridge. It explained the rule for playing as second player in defense, when to apply the rule and when to ignore it. In future episodes, I'll cover everything else you'll need to be a confident and successful bridge player. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to this channel. Until next time, this is Jad reminding you that bridge is for everyone.